Hello, Maslow. Yes, hi and welcome. How is the sound and stuff like that? Or the video quality? I just have to take that. Hello, Tristan. How did it go with you? How are you, you mean? Are you asking how it goes, how you are today? Hvordan går det med deg? I think you wanted to write. Yes, I thought that I would try to have a little stream again tonight. Sadly, it's late again, of course. But in about 10 minutes or so, I think we will have a train or 2 trains. And after that, I think we just have to figure out where to go or not to go. We just have to see. Just a moment. Am I back? Am I back? Okay, thank you. Of course, when I start a stream, I get phone calls. Yes, Basla, at least. I hope I can talk now. If you want to ask me something or just talk a little bit, and then we can watch the train in a couple of minutes. Ja, så var det den. Hvor gjorde jeg den? But how are you tonight? Okay. Oh, have you done that? That was nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Masla and Tristan. How have you done that? Yes, hello Noah. It's Tomter, that's correct. Yes, I know Noah. I'm sorry. But I sadly can't have streams all the time. So, or make videos all the time, sadly. But we are together now, and that's fine. That's nice. Now I just need to think about what we can do next. That's nice, Masla. Hope you are getting a nice trip. If we that's yes, okay. Then we can we should be able to go okay, Masla. Where are you going this year? Okay, Tristan. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's not too far. Yeah. If we that's also a possibility. Do you want to take a little drive to somewhere? Okay, okay, Masla. Who do we have in the house tonight? Or in the car? In the back seat? We have Tristan, Noah. Do we have any more people tonight? And Masla sometimes? It's normally not a train here for a good while now, so I think that we might have to go somewhere else, at least try. You're doing a good job, Masla. Just a little moment. Are we back again? Testing. Are we back? Yes, we are back. Nice. Thank you. Hope this is going to be okay-ish. If not, is it too... Yeah, we'll just have to try. Of course, I can't read too much and stuff like that while driving, so but you can talk together and behave well in the back seat. we're still live. It's looked like we lost the signal over here in the woods. It's fine now, okay, thank you. It seems. I just have to stop because I can't read while driving here. Okay, then it's working, yes. Sadly, it seems like the YouTube app here doesn't want to reconnect when it drops out without on its own, at least not all the time, so that's why I ask. Then we have way less time than I hoped for. Then we just have to place. If we make it, it will be a miracle. For another place, but we don't have time for that, so we just have to see if we can make it to another place. Well, I think we made it with 7-8 minutes to spare. Perhaps 10. No, maybe not 10, but at least a few minutes. Perhaps we actually should, if we go here, we can perhaps watch the train at the crossing. Dirty car alert. It isn't snow and ice and slippery this time. Next station is H30, that's correct. It's just so dark. Backing up. Where is the road? That's the question. What's the road and not the fields? And we are back. Yay. Was it a nice view of the train? And we actually made it. the train on the right hand side. It might be the same train that we watched at Hatvet. And this is Mysen. Or perhaps that train sleeping over there, right in front of us there. It's a roundabout here, yes. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, then we can talk a little bit before the train comes. I'm just going to update a little bit. I'm just updating in the chat here. Noah, if you are here, the signal at the East Station was removed when they built ERTMS, European Rail Traffic Management System. The part between Sarpsborg and Rakkestad was the first in Norway with as a testing line for the new signal system. So I think they have removed the signals there. If you are watching this later, Noah, okay, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night's sleep. I hope you had. then I'm updated, I think. I scroll back but it's actually it's on most popular. I'm not understanding this. How can YouTube figure out what I think is most popular? Now it's all message. Yes, but yeah. But I'm updated anyway, I think. I saw the question in the normal chat also. At least I think I did. But if it's the thing that if it's the question I think it is, I think it's a really difficult question to actually try to answer, because as I have tried to say before, I never know when I have energy to do stuff, and I just don't feel like I can have too much to do every day and stuff like that, and I also need completely breaks from making videos to be able to be creative and actually be able to make videos and streams. So I just, at the moment at least, I can't have too much other than I can't get messages all the time. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. But I have enough going on that's taking a lot of energy too, to say the least. So you have the email and stuff like that. I don't think I can have more, at least not yet or at the moment. I'm really, really sorry about that. I need to have, as I try to tell Tristan, I need to have the opportunity to just not be at work in a way, if you understand. Just to turn off and promote and just get my rest and stuff like that and do other stuff. It's no hard feelings. I really love to talk to you, it's but it has to be a little bit more like when I'm able to make videos and streams, then we talk, and perhaps you can send me a message on the email sometimes, but I can't be a part of a group where it's expected in a way to actually answer when I'm taking a break from making videos and doing other stuff. But I really love to talk to you, so don't misjudge me and misunderstand me there, but I just need a private life and a work life in a way. So it wasn't my intentions to disregard the question and stuff like that, but I think it's a really difficult question, because as you know, I'm just a little bit weird, and I'm not normal enough to actually function that way. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for understanding. Tristan, I hope you get to film the crossing in action at Strømme. I really wonder how it sounds and how it operates. It will be nice to see. Hopefully in real life too soon. And I really need to try to find some energy to post the videos from last year too. I have a lot of videos, almost 7, 8 or 10 videos, I think. Jeez. I can see that that point what do you mean? Getting enough time and energy. Yeah. And then you can multiply that with 1 billion, then you have me. I'm actually not able to do stuff sometimes for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, weeks at a time, where I just have to take it easy and rest as much as possible to actually be able to function. And that's not really fun, especially when you don't have enough money to actually live and do stuff. It's quite depressing, to say the least. So I, at the time of this video, I sadly don't have money to do anything. I can't even buy food at the moment, so, and I can't and actually I have to prioritize the really necessary things in a way, and sadly I can't go very far to make videos and stuff, so yay. That's really, really fun. But it's life in a way, sadly. Oh, okay, there's some. And of course, don't forget that I'm also sadly still taking some medication that makes me really, really sleepy for the most part. So that also do not help with my to be able to actually make videos, sadly. Most days I actually just are in a fog and doesn't feel the difference between sleeping and being awake in a way, so then I of course can't drive and stuff like that on those days, so I really hope I'm going to be able to get off those soon, as soon as possible. But we just have to see how the stuff goes. I think the train should be here really soon, if it's on time at least. And do some of you know if the empty train is coming tonight? Yes, it's quite expensive in Norway, and I can tell you, if you think it was expensive last year or a couple of years ago, yeah, I'm just telling. Sometimes some basic stuff is even just way more expensive now, because of course the situation and stuff like that has increased the prices. In the most of Europe and stuff like that, but the inflation and that the electrical bills in Norway also the last few years has risen way out of control. The electricity has been some days and some hours actually about at least 20 times normal or something like that for a couple of hours, and even more, I think. Not the whole day, but on average, but and that means that luckily luckily the government was subsidizing for households a little bit, but it was still for most people double or triple or even 5 or 10 times in some months normal. But the business and stuff like that, the grocery stores and gas stations and everything didn't get anything, I think. So they have to take a way higher price for stuff to even be able to pay the energy to operate. So yeah, it's been a couple of crazy years, to say the least. Yes, in Norway, luckily we have a lot of water. I think it's 97 or 98% or so, something like that. That's made from hydropower or something. And some wind. That's mostly it, I think. But I heard that it was around 12. How do you say that in English? It was 0.12 Norwegian crowns or something to actually make 1 kilowatt hour of power in Norway, and the price normally has been around I think 25, 35 point, yes, something like that. And suddenly it was 10 Norwegian crowns and stuff like that, some days at least. And I think certain hours even more. So then you see it's a bit difficult for a lot of people, and especially the grocery stores and gas stations and basically every one that's doing business. So, and all the prices everywhere has risen a lot. So yeah, I can feel that. Just a loan on a car raised about, I think, over 1,000 Norwegian crowns a month in just a couple of months or half a year or something. For 1.5 years ago, or 1 year ago, or something. So that's at least 12,000, 12 or 13,000 more a year, just overnight, in just the loan for a car. So yeah, it's fun. Yes, in Norway also, I think some hours when it's raining and windy and some weird circumstances that I'm not understanding, then it can be almost like you get paid to use power, they say, but that's just for a couple of minutes here and there. So and they also made a new system for calculate how much you are going to pay and stuff like that. It's probably more like how it is in most parts of Europe, I think, but yeah, if you use just a couple of kilowatt hours more, or even watt ampere hours or something like that, it can get you from one step on the bill to 10 times the amount or something. It's just crazy how they do that now. So yes, I know that we shouldn't be complaining a bit about electricity, because Norway has actually had a quite decent, stable way to calculate that, but when all happens at once, then and you don't know how to deal with it from one day to another, then it can be quite shocking, to say the least. Yes, Tristan, I know it's even I have lost hope for the trains in Norway. In a way, it's practically impossible to actually trust it and be able to use it anymore, sadly. I can't understand why they are doing that. They have never used more money on it, and just makes it more difficult in many ways. So it's not fun, sadly. closing stations and train stops. It makes it way more difficult to get to the station. And if you then are lucky enough to have a car, then you can't park there because it's no spot available. And you end up with just taking the car anyway, because if the train are actually on time, if you can get one way to work or something you are going to, you can't be sure if the train are going home again, so you can be stranded just taking the train to Ski or Oslo, just half an hour away or something. You need to have a tent and food and hot clothes and extra water and stuff like that. You have to plan like you are going to Mount Everest or something like that. It's just so sad. Around 2008, 6, 7, 8, yes, for the last 15 years, the train system in Norway has just been, to say the least. What do you mean got fear from unstable electricity? Oh, okay. Yes, but in Norway we also have a lot of wooden poles, electricity poles, and stuff like that. So but have you considered I'm not sure what it's called in English, but something to smooth out electricity and protect against lightning and stuff like that. In Norway, it's called overspenningsvern. Overspenningsvern protects and smooths out electricity to protect it when its power flashes and stuff like that. So yes, I'm not against building double tracks and stuff like that to the faster trains and increasing capacity and stuff like that for the freight trains and everything. But I mean that you should practically never close an existing line for passenger traffic and with a close distance between train stops and on local lines just because you want to build a double track. You're not. It's not necessary to destroy everything that made the line being useful for people. just because you want to double track. Put it a little bit further away and maybe in some tunnels and stuff like that, then the train can go fast past and you have a lot of capacity. And if you take care of the old line, then that can be serviced for the local stops and stuff like that. And you also have an alternative route when you need to do maintenance or something, other things happens, unforeseen things. So it's just sad how they have destroyed everything useful about the train system in Norway for the last few years. If you're not living in a city, then you are basically screwed trying to use the train. Salotsak, is that almost it? More like tsl. No, it's Tsalotsek, or is that a power thing you're talking about? Not like C. How do you say it? C's? Set? I'm absolutely understanding that, Tristan. It's just sad. I hope they get some common sense soon. But I think it's sadly going to take a lot of years to undo all the stuff they have done with the train system. If they started today to reverse stuff and make it more whole in a way, and started to think, then it's going to take 10, 20, at least 30 years before they have destroyed so many things about I can't even trust the train to bring me to the next station. If I want to take the train to just one station, I can't trust it. Maybe I get there, or maybe not. Or if I get there, I might have to walk all the way home for an hour or so. So it's just not great. But how are they actually A, B, C, D, E, F, G? How are they saying it in English again? Set? Oh. Yes, we should support it, support the effort to make the train system trustable again, in a way. And for the people, also, if you don't live in a big city. Make the train stop somewhere and actually let people use the train would be nice. And stuff like that. Have smaller train stops and yeah. Make it usable again, please. In 2000 before 2012, when we had Drømtorp, Langli, Langnes, and Næringsparken, Askim Næringsparken, that's the train stop over here. Then it was actually possible to use the train almost everywhere along the line, actually, just within walking distance or a short bicycle ride. So, but now you actually need a car to actually get to the train, just to find out that you can't take the train anyway because you can't park the car, and they are actually wondering why people don't trust the train. And why so many drives a car. I'm not wondering about that. Yes, some people are using the train more, but it could be so many more people that could use the train if and the roads, they shouldn't even be able to, or necessary to actually increase the capacity on the roads that much, even because everyone was walking or bicycling to the train because they have 5 or 10 minutes to walk. But of course, the train has to be trustable to actually be on time and function every single day, and not bus for train every other day or every other week. So, yeah. In do you mean get rid of some lines, or just change the track bed and stuff like that, and new signals and but actually the Eastern Line here, Östra linje, was until 2015 it was the old system with station masters at the stations and stuff like that. And ironically, I don't have the absolute proof, the stats about that, but I feel like it's way more problems with the train here now than it was when it was manually operated. Of course, it was some difficulties then too, but it was way simpler signal system, and the only reasons mainly for delays was if the station master overslept or something. But that didn't happen too much, I think. So, but I heard a story once. But when you had a station master, the station master could fix some basic stuff if a switch didn't want to change track and stuff like that. You had a person at the station that actually could get things moving and stuff like that. At least if it just was some snow in the switch or something like that. So, or you could do it manually in a way. But now they have to have some people from Ski or Sarpsborg or something, maybe Oslo, to get here. So instead of just a 10-15 minutes delay, then you are talking about hours and hours just because it was some snow or ice in the switch or something. Then people can't get to work. So 5-10 minutes delay before with a manually operated station. Now you can, it could take a half a day. It's quite sad actually. Not everything new is better. Keep it simple. Me too, Tristan. I get furious about it. The commercials to just, oh, you need to take the train and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right. How? Can you tell me how? How the heck am I supposed to be able to use the train if I need to be somewhere in time? Because I'm going to take a ferry or a plane or... it's just impossible to use it. So, if you really have a life and need to get somewhere, it's actually more... it's quite funny actually, because it's almost like at least it feels like it's more the chance to win in the lottery is way higher than actually being on time to anything at all, or even get half the way there with the trains in Norway. It's actually become pretty much that bad, because if it's not something unforeseen or something like that, you always have bus for train or work here and work there, and they never seems to actually, oh, we are going to fix this line now, bring all the people here, and we fix it for the next 5 years. No. One crew is working. Oh, we need to close the whole line. Oh, the next week someone else is working there, and it's just yeah. But it's the structure of how they have made things. Just so many companies, and nobody is taking responsibility for anything. It's just a mess. And ironically, the the companies that making the job done, they don't feel the customers' stuff, and they can talk to other people, and in a way, a little bit like if you always had to ask someone to raise your hand or move your leg or move your fingers and blink with the eyes, and instead of just doing it because it's just so many rules, and who are we going to pay for that, and how much, and how much are they going to pay me, and stuff like that. It's just keep it simple and a holistic system where it's actually, oh, we need an engine there because it's broke down. Oh, just call Bergen. Do you have an engine? Okay, it's there tonight. Oh, you have a train driver. We are missing a train driver. Oh, but you can drive the freight trains, of course. Just go and drive the freight train. Now it's different companies and different people, and they never talk to each other. And yeah, wow, it's a great system. It's just so efficient that it's just to cry about. English, we have. Sadly, it hasn't even. It doesn't have potential in freight anymore because the trains aren't running at all. And before you had the sidings where people actually could get stuff delivered where they are at, and now it's not possible, so you have to have a car driving it to Oslo, loading it on a train, and taking it to a bigger city and get reloaded, and most people just, oh, we just need to drive all the way. Sadly, I have to basically agree, Tristan. I'm not judging people that work in the companies and stuff like that. They are guaranteed most of the people are doing the best they can. Absolutely, I think. But it's the system that's failing because the system is just about making most money and who can bill and who can pay what company, and instead of just focusing on, oh, what's the main reason we are doing this job again? Oh, so people actually can get somewhere, and we are making the freight going where they need to be, and yeah. No, you're just making it worse. When I heard about it the first time for a lot of years ago, that it was going to be done and stuff like that, I couldn't understand. It can't be that bad. It's not possible. It's just crazy. It's not never going to work. It's just, no, this isn't making it more efficient or safe or anything. And sadly, here we are, 10 years later. It's and it's actually way worse than I even could imagine when I heard it the first time. I could never, I can't understand how many times worse it has gotten than I even could imagine. Yes, I actually heard a story from Sweden. I'm not sure if it's true, but it was a story where it actually was like you are saying there, that they didn't actually fix the track switch before it broke, because then it was more expensive for them to actually fix it or keep it maintained than actually waiting until it failed, and then they get, whoa, it's really bad. Every train is not running and people are stuck everywhere, and then they get a lot of money to. I'm not sure if it's like that, but when I heard that, I actually got a feeling, oh, that makes sense. Of course, stupid money is ruling everything. Why not just make a good job for once? Just do a great job and make the system what do you say? Make the system so it's actually, they get more money if things actually is working or something. Or I'm not sure if that's the best solution either, but if it's okay, if it's good service, if it's then they actually get paid enough to not need to think about money, but thinking about the job. And you have to give them, the people, time and all they need to actually make a good job, and focusing on and understanding why they are doing the job. And that's because of the society needs transport and needs a functioning system, and make them actually feel that they are part of something, and stuff like that. So they actually, oh, it's my responsibility, it's my job, it's, oh, see, the train are running, yes, I made it run. And stuff like that. Be happy about it, not just, well, all this money stuff. Yes, and that's quite sad. And yeah, we can do it for $1. Yeah. Okay, but if you are going to have a quality stuff, it's going to it is going to cost $10. But Okay, we go for the cheapest company, $1, yay. And then you have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars just because it was so cheap. In Norway we have saying that spare seg til fant. It's I'm not sure if it's some saying in English for that, but it's you're saving saving yourself to be broke or something by not actually paying a little bit more upfront. Then it's okay, and it works, and then yeah. But just to take a look at the follow line. Oh my goodness. It's a mess. A completely new line that was supposed to be built for at least 100 years. Yes. 8 days took it before it was closed for half a year or something because of some shitty cables that got fire and a lot of other things. And now they are actually, so the line opened in 2022, December 2022, and it has been almost more closed than opened. And now they are actually changing all the power lines, overhead wires, and the whole electrical system in the tunnel for the trains. It's about 120 kilometers of cables that they are now starting to think about that. 120 kilometers of cable that in a completely new tunnel. That can't be cheap, to say the least. And it's already tens of millions. I think it was not billions. It was supposed to cost about 7 or 10 billion Norwegian crowns or something. But now it's over 37 billions. And it's going to, and that was before they was going to change all of the power lines and systems. So it's probably going to cost over 50 billion Norwegian crowns or something before it's even considered finished. I don't know if it's true, but it's just my feeling about it. It's just sad, and it's quite depressing for the people that actually trying to do a great job about it. I'm not talking about all of the good people that actually trying to do a great job and stuff like that. They're not supposed to get this bad feeling about their job or something. But I just wished they actually made a system that's actually was protecting the people that worked in it and actually made it possible to do a great job and just having it working and trustable. It's not too much to ask, I think. So, is that crossing Pretsova? Pretzel? Is that a crossing again? The word crossing without the road? Oh, so they closed the passenger service in 2003. Oh, that's just sad. Yes, but if the buses, even though the buses is more modern than the train and stuff like that, I still think that it's way better to use the trains, at least where it's possible to have a rail line and stuff like that, because yes, of course you can have buses, but in passenger in passenger what was I going to say? In passenger I think you are getting a whole lot more passenger to actually use the train than a bus. If you are changing the train to a bus, normally a couple of years later, I think the bus is also not running anymore, because it's way more comfortable to use the train than actually use a bus. If I get the opportunity to choose between a bus and a train, I always take the train, even though it's not necessarily easy to get anywhere because of the train not running anyway. So then I actually need to drive. So yeah, not use the trains and use the collective traffic, as we call it in Norway, or use public transit. Yay! Of course, I would use it more if it was actually possible. But sadly, it isn't. It was more usable for 15-20 years ago. Not all. It wasn't like it wasn't stuff that went wrong then either, but I feel like it actually was okay. Perhaps it was 5, 10, 15 minutes delayed sometimes, but the train was actually running when it was supposed to, basically, and then it's just started to go downhill, to say the least. I'm just trying to read the chat here. Yes, Tristan, absolutely. I would be really happy if it was mechanical bells and if we had the original tracks mostly, with some train stops and as an alternative line. Yes, I would be really happy. Of course it would. Yeah. But I think it would be way easier to use the train. Yes, that's a great point. Also, I know that I've seen the small rail buses, or what do you call them? Rail cars? No, rail buses. I think it's in Norway we can call it skinnebus, rail buses. But yes, I remember that in Czechia, in the Czech Republic, when I was there in 2013, it was small rail cars, rail buses with only 2 axles per car, and I think that could probably be a bit more bouncy, to say the least, and I'm not going as great around the corners and stuff like that. So I think you need to have bogies and stuff like that to make it more comfortable. Yes, I think I know about the. It was a freight line in Drammen, yes. Oh, what crossing? Why is the reason? What's the reason for that you need 2XL cars? Is it the detection of the train or something? Oh, they uses yes, of course. They don't use as much fuel. So, but that's in a way something that we could do in Norway too, to have smaller trains on smaller lines. And actually, we had a lot of smaller lines like Flekkefjordbanen, the Flekkefjord line, and Kragerøbanen, and Numedalsbanen, and stuff like that. That actually used smaller trains, like the type 87. That was a small rail bus, where I think it's actually around 70 seats or something like that in that small car. It doesn't seem like it would fit as much people, but it's actually quite spacious to be that small, and it's really comfortable on bad tracks. It's almost like flying through water or something like that. It's just amazingly great at handling bad track. But they have bogies and not just 2 axles. So. Oh, okay. Yes, the Boulders line and Horten line also. And you had Namsosbanen, of course. I actually watched the other night here. I watched a work train driving that for a couple of years ago, before they absolutely closed it, sadly. It was closed, I think, but for the most part, but I can't remember which year it was, but it's really sad to watch that of a great of a line, a great line, just not being used because, yeah, something. And I also watched the King train, the train for the royal family on the line, and also a couple of other videos, I think, from. It's just so sad that yeah, we had a lot of great lines to serve smaller communities and stuff like that, and you can see the Flekkefjord line, Flekkefjord one. I also think it's a couple of videos on YouTube from when they used a rail bus on that line. It's just so nice to actually do train stops on local train stops and almost in gardens, in people's gardens and stuff like that, and stop if someone needs it, or pass it if no one needs it. So it's absolutely amazing to watch. In some ways, I wish I was born 50 years earlier so I could actually experience that. Yes, it's Thomas Thomas Barkovic or something. Yes. Absolutely a nice video. Not the best quality or stuff like that, but absolutely a really good documentation about the line. Yes, Tinnosbanen also, yes. But Tinnosbanen, at least Rjukanbanen has just one bell, I think, at some of the crossings, but it's not in use, sadly. But I have started to have some museum trains and stuff like that again. That's nice. But guys, I think it's beginning to be not Christmas yet, but it's beginning to look late, so, or early or something, so I think they should make more smaller train stops and have a request stop. But yeah, we have talked about it before, and maybe next time or later. But I'm really sorry. I think I need to find a white hard porcelain beautiful toilet-ish soon. So I'm not sure if it's called a porcelain. I suppose, yeah. But anyway, I think I need to find a toilet soon. So actually, quite really soon. So. But thank you so much for being here tonight, and I hope it was okay to have the stream again. And I really hope that I can use the summer to make more videos while it's brighter outside and normally a bit nicer to be outside. Even though it's really cold in Norway now. We had really hot weather for about 3 or 4 weeks. Really, really hot in May. Almost way hotter in a normal summer in Norway, so 30 degrees Celsius and stuff like that. It was just crazy for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's a bit too hot for me, but now it's just 6 degrees Celsius and barely about 10 Celsius in the middle of the day, so it's actually quite cold again. But normally it's nicer to make videos in the summer. Thank you so much, Masla. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the consideration about stuff. I really need it, sadly. But thank you so much, and thank you so much for trying to be patient with me and stuff like that. I'm doing as good as I can, but sadly, I can't do better than I'm able to do. So, but I have a lot of plans for streams and videos and stuff like that. So I really hope that I can find some more time to make more streams and get some more variation from places and stuff like that. But as I say, at the moment I'm not able to travel and stuff like that. So, but yes. Yes, it's really, really cold now. It's you can see it's 6 degrees Celsius. And sadly, the heat doesn't work in my home now. So it's I try to tell some people that probably could do something about it. Almost 1.5 weeks or 2 ago, that this is going to be cold when it's but yeah, so it's not very great to be home now, so that's also one of the reasons that I had to get out to actually get some heat in the car. Tusen takk, Tristan. Thank you so much, Tristan. Thank you so much for that too. It was nice. Yes, you have to get here to. We can switch it up a little bit. I get some heat from you, and you get some cold from me, and then it's perfect. Oh, I really love thunder and lightning if the lightning doesn't hit something and make it worse or destroy something, then it's not fun. But to watch lightning at night and stuff like that can be really funny. I'm considering to make a stream actually, a little bit a storm chasing stream, if it's going to be a night with some thunder and stuff like that. Actually, I have considered that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do, because it's not always safe, or it's not always fun if it's too bad, but if it's I remember last year I was in the Mysen area, and I was watching a thunderstorm way down in Sweden or something. That the lightning lit up the sky and clouds. It was quite amazing to just be sitting there for an hour or so to watch the lightning. So if that's something you want to watch someday, I could probably try to think about that, if it's going to be a thunderstorm someday. Yes. Do not use that word in Norway. Oh, blinded by lightning, yes. But you absolutely need be careful with mixing up those those letters. I understood what you meant, but yeah, it was a bit funny. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but it was a fun ending to the stream, at least. Get the spirit up a bit. But we had to try to laugh a little bit also. So we have a saying that a great laughter makes the life last longer, or something, in Norway. En god latter forlenger livet, as they say. I'm not sure if it does, but to feel good is probably great. Yeah. It's actually surprisingly easy to mess up with just one letter. Just one. Yes, but as I said for a while ago, I really need to end the stream now. So, but again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're getting a great night, a good night, and watching the lightning in Slovakia. Yeah, I just have to yeah, I just have to take it as it is, and try to find a new time, hopefully not too far into the future, to make more streams or videos. Yeah, that could be funny. What do you mean, Masla? Oh, it... yeah. Yes, but again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you next time.